Now, in Supernatural, you either think Season 1 to 5 is canon and everything else is entertainment, or you're wrong, but it doesn't matter, because in this video, we will be theorizing about the battle that has been never seen before, Michael versus Lucifer.
And no, season 14 doesn't count. We don't count that bullshit.
But more accurately, Michael as Dean versus Lucifer as Sam. And let's ask someone who has more knowledge and wisdom about the show than anyone else. So please welcome everybody, Eric ChatGPT. Look, I'm not that famous, alright? I can't afford him. Now, for the non-Supernatural viewers, Supernatural is a show about two brothers, Sam and Dean, who fight monsters to protect humanity while always having a main objective every season. Now, warning, spoilers. Since Michael was able to possess Dean, he settles with Adam, the half-brother, while Lucifer takes over Sam. However, we never get to see an epic showdown. So in this video, we will break down who would win with ChatGPT's assistance. So without further ado, let's get started. So before we start with anything, I first asked ChatGPT whether he even knows the show Supernatural, to which he responded very correctly, as he was able to summarize the show as well as name a few main points as well as themes. After that, I first asked about Lucifer and Michael, as both of these characters are part of Supernatural but also part of religion itself. So I first asked whether he can respond by telling me what happened in the show instead of a biblically accurate representation, as that is not what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for is Supernatural's versions, not any kind of religion, just to be clear. And once again, ChatGPT was able to pull through and give me a detailed analysis of both Michael and Lucifer, as well as their character traits and where they're from, to which I was really happy, so we could start with the debate. However, before starting with the debate, I had to ask one last question, whether he was familiar with vessels. The concept of vessels in Supernatural is very important, as, once again, spoilers, but Michael is destined to have Dean as his vessel, just like Lucifer to Sam, which is why I had to ask whether he's familiar with the concept of vessels and the fact that the Winchester brothers are strongest with their corresponding vessel. And once again, ChatGPT was on point, which was very good, as I did not have to correct him in any way. And as a bonus tip, he was also able to name Alternative Michael, who also appears in season 14. So, spoilers for this video, but we'll be diving into that character as well. So, to start the debate, I asked ChatGPT, in a 1 versus 1 scenario between Lucifer and Sam possessing their perfect vessels, who would win in a fight? With the following criteria: strength, all speed categories, durability, endurance, and pain tolerance, IQ or intelligence, manipulation, battle intelligence, strategy and tactics, knowledge, experience, abilities, hacks, power, attack potency, destructive capabilities, and the overall score. And ChatGPT was ready to analyze. Also, a funny thing, I love how ChatGPT was able to recognize the fact that everything in Supernatural has plot armor, which is 100% true, but just makes the show even more entertaining. Starting off with strength, to which ChatGPT chose Michael with a slight edge due to him being portrayed as the strongest archangel by Heaven's hierarchy, which is also a canon event, followed by every speed category, to which it is a draw due to them both having the same powers. However, there may be a slight edge to Michael for control and precision. After that comes durability, endurance, and pain tolerance, to which Lucifer takes the slight edge due to his resilience and pain tolerance, and also being stabbed multiple times with an angel blade. After that comes the IQ or intelligence, to which Lucifer has a clear edge due to him being arguably one of the most intelligent celestial beings after God and death, as he was able to create demons, manipulate heaven and hell, and outplayed every other angel in heaven. Just like manipulation, also to Lucifer a clear win due to him being the king of gaslighting and emotional manipulation. However, battle intelligence goes to Michael, as he is the by-the-book warrior of heaven. Just like strategy and tactics also go to Michael, as being the heavens general, also being able to long-term plan and tactically defeat his enemies, while Lucifer is more of a improviser who doesn't command well. However, knowledge goes back to Lucifer due to him being more experienced on Earth and gaining more knowledge, as Michael has abstained himself from knowledge due to him accepting everything that has been said by God. However, when we talk about experience, Michael is the clear winner due to his combat experience and more military background as Heaven's warrior. When we talk about abilities, Lucifer gets a slight edge for diversity due to him being showcasing more abilities in the show, as to Michael, who didn't have much screen time, which didn't display his abilities as much. Just like with hacks, reality bending, unique powers, and broken abilities, as Lucifer gets the higher amount of points due to him having a more versatile power scale, as Michael hasn't been showcased yet. However, if we talk about raw power, Michael has a slight edge in pure power, as portrayed in Season 5 apparently. As well as attack potency, though both can smite almost anything, Michael at full power has been shown to be more stronger, while Lucifer spreads chaos and corruption, so Michael gets a slight edge. However, in destructive capabilities, Michael gets a clear edge, as he is able to destroy alternate universes and its gods, while Lucifer's destruction is more targeted. And adding all these points together, the overall winner is Michael Dean, as he is better in combat, destructive power, strategy, durability in a military sense. So the overall winner is the Archangel Michael. Now hold on, we're not finished yet, as we still need to discuss alternative Michael, who is also a nuisance to this show, as portrayed to be maybe stronger than Prime Michael. So I asked ChatGPT whether he can also give a verdict to alternative Michael against Lucifer, to which he obliged happily. And you can see the whole debate in the link down below in the chat, but the final verdict is still the same. Alternative Michael, just like normal Michael, also wins against Lucifer, except if Lucifer had any tricks up his sleeve. Otherwise, Lucifer is a dead man or angel. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give a like and subscribe, but only if you enjoyed it. Otherwise, you can leave down any suggestions or comments to video ideas or other debates between characters in universe or out of universe, as these are interesting debates, and ChatGPT does have a lot of information. But for now, I'll see you all later.